There's Evie.
You look awfully young, Evie.
I do. Oh, yes. Let's see.
I guess I better turn off my TV. Here we go.
Elaine, I'm not sure Elaine's using the right one. We're using. She said, "I was using the one Evie sent yesterday," and I said, yes.
I can't find information on Bill Shout anywhere. It is so sketchy what you gave us. I can find the major sub. He was on the Guavina most of the time. I can find that info, but I'm having trouble hunting up. You know, Mary, you found a lot of information about Rudy Zager somewhere. It showed all of his, when he was, all
Okay.
that stuff. Where did you find it?
Rudy Zager?
Yeah.
I don't remember finding all that much about Rudy Zager. Let me see what I can do. Let me see what I can do.
I would appreciate it
I'll do
because
that this second.
you're better than I
Yeah.
am at that. I've fished around for a couple hours and I'm, you know, I've had it, but
Yeah, yeah.
you know, it's very
Okay, I'll see what I can do. Let me make a note. Yeah.
I'd like a little more story about him. So did you hear what I think I'm going to do is down the hallway is the big meeting room for our floor. And I said, do you want me to set up the submarine show for an afternoon before I bring it over to the museum? And they think that's a good idea. So what I would like is some good handouts about the museum to be laying on a table too. They think they may invite.
There's Nancy.
Oh, hey, how come?
Hey, I got lipsticks on.
I know. I almost did that, and I thought, nah, I'm not going to do that.
Oh, it was real thick. It was hard to put on.
We don't see Barb yet. We don't see Barb.
Oh, that's because I stopped my video looking for something.
Oh, okay, dear. Oh, you've got headphones on. You are a professional.
Yeah, these. I have earbuds somewhere, but I don't know where they are.
Yeah.
Good place for them.
Yeah.
I'm getting a little bit of feedback, but
You see where the guy had earbuds and you wore them to bed, which I do, but mine are on a cord. So his were not, and he swallowed one in the night.
Uh-oh.
He had to go to
Oh my
the,
gosh.
it was stuck.
Yeah.
they didn't say wait for it.
Well, I know it, but what would be fun? It didn't go down, I guess, but what would be fun if you swallowed it and then you were playing something and the little voice came out of your belly? I like that idea, actually. The snow is pretty much stopped here, but it was gorgeous, those big flakes.
It was.
Yeah. Yeah, we still have a few flakes coming down, but they're not the fluffy ones anymore.
You want to wave to anybody?
I would like a count of how many attendees when we get done here, you know, so that I can report that.
Okay.
So on WebEx, they'll show always how many are there.
Yeah.
Maybe they do on here and I don't know how to do that. So you're going to put the chat up too, aren't you?
Elaine may be having problems.
Uh-oh. There, I put my chat up.
Yeah. We're all kind of freezing every now and then. I don't know why.
Yeah.
Debbie, can you hear?
What's that?
Oh, I just wondered if you can hear because the picture's frozen. And so is Louise's, I think.
Oh. They look like they're moving.
Might just be you, Mary.
Okay.
Mary's
Well,
frozen.
can you see me waving?
I'm going to put myself on mute.
You mean my computer? Yeah, I could believe that.
Here, you're frozen. Yeah.
Okay, I could believe that.
So I'm going to go on mute to spare everybody my babble.
Okay. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. As long as people can hear me.
Okay, somebody say something.
Hello.
Hello.
Okay. Can you hear me okay, though?
Hello.
You're very loud,
Perfect.
actually. You're good.
You're
Okay.
Yeah,
good.
I can hear you.
Be important to hear. Oh, there's an attendee. Cool. From Huxley.
Oh, Janet. Yeah.
You know, this concerns me about what if people make a motion and I can't think what their name is. It happens all the time. It's like,
Go to your participants list at the bottom, Barb, and click on it.
okay. See, Elaine still isn't on.
Come here, kitty.
Hmm.
Hi, Janet. We can't see you or hear you.
She's on mute.
She's,
Do you like my backdrop? Huh?
Yeah.
It looks like it's just your head because you got a black shirt on. You blend in with your black.
It's a floating head.
Oh, the floating head. That's really, that's what it looks like, the floating head.
I took a new picture of myself, and you know the trick is to do this. You pose like this. Pulls
Yep.
up the skin and everything.
Yep.
Little facelift here.
I don't know why you have to have these waddles.
I know it. Nora Ephron wrote that essay or book. I hate my neck. So.
Well, Elaine, what's the deal?
I re-invited her.
Yeah, okay. I won't worry about her.
Oh, okay.
I also had a nice backdrop picture of the outside of the hall when all the flowers were in bloom and the green grass. I don't have it here. Didn't travel with me.
Ogie, are you there?
Can't get my picture up. Hi, Abby.
Ogie, go down to the very left bottom of your screen, put your mouse down there, and there should be one that says start video.
Can't hear you.
Can anyone else hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Send him a text here. Maybe. No, I can't if he's on his, I don't know what he's on. His phone. There you are. Hi, Ogie.
He's got his speaker off.
There I is.
There he is.
Yep.
Good.
You know, I can't see him at all. This is weird.
He's there.
I see him.
Boy,
Okay. This stupid computer, I tell you.
I have to crank it up. Boy, you all look funny without masks.
Didn't know who we were, did you?
You look
Yeah.
normal. You all look normal today.
Isn't
Hey,
it
Kitty,
true?
what you
I'll be
doing?
watching something on television and I'll think they're not wearing their masks because it's an
Yeah.
old-
Yeah,
Wait, they're not wearing
they're
masks.
touching.
We're so used.
Does everybody hear when Barb is speaking? Because I barely can hear.
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you, but very low. I got mine cranked up.
Okay.
Oh, I can hear her just
Does
fine.
anyone else hear you well?
Mhm.
Hmm?
Yeah.
I hear her just fine.
Okay.
Hmm.
What's your background, Ogie?
Left us.
Now, wait a minute. I can hear better.
Can you hear me now?
Oh, you coming clear now.
Here comes
Okay.
Elaine.
Yeah.
You have to answer me like Jim does. You don't
Alrighty.
have to yell.
Yeah, no, you don't have to yell. I got my hearing aids all cranked up high.
I'm gonna get my water.
There's Elaine.
Hi,
Hi,
Hello.
Elaine.
I think I saw 5 people signed up from Facebook. I'm not sure.
Well, it's
great.
not quite one.
What do I do? I gotta find my cup of coffee. Gee.
Elaine, you look marvelous.
Oh, thank you. I feel horrible.
Oh,
I'm sorry. I shouldn't have said that. I've had better days. Let's say that. You look beautiful too, my dear. I love us without our masks, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely. I was saying we got lipstick on.
Yeah, yeah. Uh,
Let's see,
Hey.
what else do we have?
Now let's see, whenever we get ready to mute, just push that mute button. I got you. Okay,
Okay.
I'm ready. Let's start.
Mary, did you sign
Okay,
on in
did
2
something
places?
weird here. Okay.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah. I wanted to see if I got a better picture, but it's not working there, so forget it. Now it won't let me. It won't let me out. So okay, I'm just gonna turn off this phone.
I would suggest everybody hit the chat down below so you can see people's comments over to the side. That would be fun.
Evie must be in the control center.
Yes. She's
Now we
the
totally lost
pilot.
Mary.
Mm-hmm.
Be careful or you may end up as a meme. Did everyone see the cat filter?
Wasn't that funny?
It was.
My gosh.
Now I can see everybody. So
We can't see you.
there we go. Now I'm back.
Oh, Latifa, welcome.
Okay.
Welcome.
Hey.
And Lisa.
Hello.
Oh, and Lisa,
Well,
fabulous.
nice to see you.
It's been
That's great.
Hey, great.
And there's
snowing, so you get to sit there and watch it and do this. Zoom is great. Zoom is just great.
Andy.
The league gets more attendance on Zoom than they do in real life, you know, so.
And I think Linda said she is coming also.
Oh, cool. That's just great.
I just realized the supervisors are L cubed.
I love
Linda, Lisa, and Latifa. Mhm. Yep,
Yeah.
and all women. Oh my God.
Yay.
Sorry, Ogie.
I feel like, I
Yeah.
really
Oh,
feel
Lund
privileged.
family.
I feel
Oh.
real privileged to have all
Must
these
be
women.
Barb and Elvin.
Yes.
You got a great
Well,
background,
it says
Louise.
Lund family, so yeah.
You got a great background, Louise.
Thank you. This
Yeah.
is going to be our next show.
Yeah, no, it looks very nice.
Yeah, the little guy
Hi, Barb.
up here is the fellow who took all the photos.
Okay, yeah, no, I like it. Oh, it's 1 o'clock. Jeez.
What happened to your brother-in-law?
I don't know. You can't
Aren't you
blame
in
it on
charge?
can't blame it on the low tire.
Blame it on Bob. He's probably walking Bob.
Yeah.
Probably. Yes.
So I'm going to
Yeah, I'm
Mute-
getting a message.
mute
that
everyone
my-
at this point.
Okay.
Well, that's nice. I muted you, Barb, so you're going to have to unmute yourself. Well, Barb, anytime you're ready.
Are these two people, they're in, but we just don't see them, or Janet and Alan?
Yeah, Janet's watching from work, so she
Okay.
doesn't have.
Okay. Then Evie, I'll let you start with your instructions.
Well, welcome, everyone. We're very honored to have a couple of the supervisors today. And we appreciate your attendance. I would just say remain muted, and I will unmute you if you raise your hand. And we will allow a time at the end for questions and discussion.
Welcome. I'm glad we have a crowd here. That's good. And I want to make sure that you understand this is one of our first Zoom adventures, so please bear with us if we don't do something as good as we should. But I'm Barb Allen, the president of the Slater Area Historical Association, and you'll meet the other directors in a moment. Many of you are much more experienced with this type of meeting since you've done many during COVID-19. It's interesting to see how we've all had to adapt to changes. And you'll hear today how the museum has spent its past year and what we have planned for the future. In March, in fact, it was on March 16th of 2020, the world closed down and our reactions started with the question, what are we supposed to do now? We learned what we couldn't do. We couldn't be open. We couldn't gather together. We couldn't go anywhere without a mask or hand sanitizer. What we could do is get creative. The internet became our best friend. We held meetings outdoors. We allowed small groups to visit the museum. We continued to send our newsletters to be sure our members knew how much we missed you. We began to calm down and to figure out new ways of doing business, some of which we'll continue to do because they work really well for us. You, our members, have given us the encouragement to meet challenges and the support to make our museum a physical as well as a virtual destination point for the city of Slater. And we want to thank you all. I would now like to call our 2021 annual meeting to order. Let me start with introductions of our board of directors. Elaine Rains is our vice president. Louise O'Donnell's our secretary. Evie Reyes is our treasurer. Mary O'Donnell's our office manager and librarian. And Nancy Nelson is the assistant to the officers and events coordinator. Our two maintenance directors are Ogie Forey and Don Todd. I'd like to recognize two members who have donated countless hours, experience, and expertise, and that's Don Rimothy and Wayne Rimothy. We couldn't do it without them. Our secretary, Louise, has provided you minutes of the 2020 annual meeting. We hope you've had an opportunity to review them. She'll point out a few significant items. Thanks, Louise.
Unmute, Louise.
I thought Evie did it, but okay. Last year we had 17 attendees because we bribed them with lasagna, basically. So we had this lasagna lunch and it was wonderful. At that point then, after welcoming everybody, Evie gave the treasurer's report. We found that we did not meet our income goals, but we had received about $6,000 in donations on our Facebook page, which was really interesting. And during the her speech, her report, she announced that we had received a very, very large donation from Aloha Dunlap's estate. So that helped us to pay off our debt later on. Evie will report on that. We had, we announced our, we elected our board, which meant that everybody sort of re-upped again. And understand I'm abbreviating all these, so I'm not reading this by rote. And then Mary reviewed the 2019. We had in total 5 exhibits in 2019. One of the most successful was the gas stations and garages, which was a pretty wonderful event attended by over 50 people at our opening. We did 4 presentations that year also and 2 fundraisers. So 2019, then we launched ourselves into 2020, of course. Our plans for 2020 that Mary announced were, with several of those goals that were met, were some more, we did the creamery exhibit, and Mary will review those also, but she then announced what our plans were going to be. And that was about what we spoke about during that meeting. Abbreviated.
At this time, we'd like a motion to approve the minutes. Do we have a second? Barb, thank you. We have a motion and a second to approve the minutes from last year's meeting. Is there any further discussion? All in favor, you may raise your hands.
Motion, Evie.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carried. Our treasurer Evie has provided the 2020 financial report as well as the 2021 budget report. She'll now point out a few important items.
Okay, so one of the things I would like to do is share my reports. Let's see if I am talented enough to share my screen. Okay, can people see that?
Wow.
Okay, so here's what we're doing. 2021, our income was derived mostly from memorials, which we had over 28,000 just from the Dunlaps. And also people were very, very generous. And our donations to operating expenses, you can see here in the first green line, exceeded our expectations. Memberships in general, we had about 120 people renew their memberships. Out of what we consider 250 members, that's maybe not a lot, but some of those members are considered lifetime members, and so therefore they don't renew their pledges, their memberships. The other great thing that we did was paid off our building loan, due in great part to the donation from the Dunlaps. And then honestly, besides exhibits, which we just did the one this year with the hats, our biggest expenditure is probably our utilities. So we're doing very well in that regard. Our 2021 budget on the right, again, we don't budget a lot for memorials, but people keep dying and people keep remembering them. So we're grateful for that. And our largest expenses, again, are probably in the utilities range. Other than that, that is all I have for the report. I do have some things to mention since I am kind of the tech person, is that on Facebook, we have 571 followers. Welcome, Linda. We have 76 followers on Instagram. And just today, I put up the Slater Area Historical Association YouTube channel, which we hope to put some small videos on that highlight our exhibits. Other than that, that's all I have.
Thanks, Evie. We couldn't do it without her. As you can see, she knows exactly what she's doing, and some of us aren't quite that skilled. So thank you very much. At this time, we need a motion to approve the financial reports. Bev or Barb's, do we have a second? Elaine, thank you. Is there any other discussion about the treasurer's report?
I would say, Barb, that I failed to mention, since we have all three supervisors here, again, just how much we appreciate your support. The money we get from Story County pays off the majority of what we spend in utilities. So you're what keeps us alive, along with our donors. So thank you very much again, and thank you for being here today.
We're just sorry we can't feed you. Linda likes our lunches, don't you?
I'll take 2 pieces of pie next year.
Okay, thank you. We have a motion and a second and no further discussion. So all in favor signifying aye by raising your hand. All opposed, same sign. So moved. Motion carried. Our next item is the election of the board members for 2021. Saha has 8 members on the board of directors. Our bylaws require a minimum of 6 people, so we've always been over, which is great. The current 8 directors have volunteered to remain on the board for another year. If a director does decide to leave, a temporary replacement could be appointed, or we may serve with our minimum number of 6. If a person would like to be considered to serve, they will need to let us know, and that person could be approved at a next meeting. Everyone in the community is invited to join the monthly meetings held on the second Thursday at 9:30 a.m. Usually we're in a normal year, we would be here at Heritage Hall, but we have been creative finding places, and we'll probably continue to do that. You can let us know if you'd like to join, and we have that information on Facebook and we have it on our webpage. You may find that you have time, talent, skills, or an interest in our area history to contribute to our regular operations, or maybe you have a particular interest in one of our special events. This allows you to be involved with our activities, to learn more about the museum, loan your skill, spread the pride, without committing to monthly meetings. We have several people who do that now, and we rely on their generous help. Barb and Alvin have been 2 of those people. I will consider the election of officers closed as we have no new people to join us. Is there a motion to approve the election? We have Evie. Is there a second? Nancy, thank you. We have a motion and a second to approve the election. Is there any further discussion? Seeing none, All in favor of approving the motion signify by raising your hand. All opposed, same sign. Motion carried. Office Manager Mary, please provide the 2020 year in review. We had a lot going on and we have great plans for 2021. So I will turn it over to you.
Thank you. Even though we were closed a lot, we managed to get a lot done here at the hall. Of course, the hat exhibit was supposed to open up about the same time that the pandemic hit, but we do have, I think this was mentioned on our YouTube channel, a brief film about the hats, and we're planning on having a more extensive one a little bit later. And I think Louise mentioned the fact that we have now have a really great display about the creamery, which of course is one of Slater's mainstays. We entertained, or we had a traveling exhibit about the 19th century or the 19th Amendment centennial, which was a very nice thing that this, I think, Story County provided, was it? And we managed to upgrade our computers and printers, which was a big help. We received a grant from Gerald Shout in honor of his wife, Catherine, which enabled us to get a beautiful new sign in the exterior. The old one actually was destroyed, not necessarily in the derecho, but it was destroyed. We also received a wonderful collection of glass negatives that, judging by the costumes or the clothes that people were wearing, cover a period from the 1890s to the First World War. And those have been scanned and cataloged. And we were possibly planning in the future sometime, maybe a little exhibit of some of those photos, which are absolutely fabulous. Coming up in the new year, you can see behind Louise a beginning of an exhibit on Bill Shout, which we are able to put on because of photos and other information that his daughter Karen sent to us. He was the official photographer on a couple of submarines during the Second World War. And this will be a really wonderful addition. And we hope that everybody will be able to come and see it. We're also planning in September an exhibit on the area's barns. This is something that is disappearing. A lot of the barns have been torn down or are in very bad shape, and we want to show this heritage that is possibly passing from us. We have also, I think we mentioned the YouTube. We'll have a link. We have a link on that too from Facebook, or we will if we don't already. And we're going to plan on taking some of our existing programs like World War I and Slater's Schools and some of the wedding program that was so popular, and have films about these also on YouTube. So it's something to look forward to, and we'll just hope that we're all able to come and see them. Thank you. I think you're muted, Barb.
Again, do you have any other questions for Mary? She gave us a lot of information in a very short period of time, and if you have any questions or suggestions, you know, she's the person to ask right now. Barb.
Love the hat display that was on the YouTube. It was very easy to see, very good to, and when we couldn't get there, it was absolutely wonderful. And thank you for doing it, Abby, and all the rest of you.
Great, thanks. Thank you. Is there any further discussion? If not, it's time to call for adjournment of the annual meeting. Is there a motion to adjourn? Evie, is there a second? Mary?
Yeah. I'm waving
And-
my hand at everything.
Considering there's no further discussion, we will vote in favor of adjourning this meeting. All in favor, raise your hand. Opposed, same sign. We are adjourned. Thanks to everyone for participating today. We would have liked to have had 250 people on, but it's difficult to do. So thank you for being here. We hope to see you in person soon and plan on pie at our next meeting. Thank you.
Thanks, everyone.
Thank you, everyone. It was good to see you all.
Bye-bye.
Thanks,
too.
Linda.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Take care.